Welcome, travelers, to another DnDakine story. This tale is gonna be from my Three Kings campaign, with Vi, the Asimir druid, Gesh, the dragonborn wizard, Keth, the half-orc warlock, and Welby, the halfling paladin. In other words, the coin crew from the last DnDakine episode from many moons ago. This was an in-person campaign, and I had to try something I've always wanted to with the party. A TPK. Nah, I would never be that sadistic. What I wanted to do was send whispers to everyone after an event that would cause them to grow individually suspicious of another player. After doing some internet research on how to pull this off, I created multiple sets, or phases of note cards, with prompts for specific characters, and so here is how it went. The party had just encountered a gigantic centipede creature that would spray poison and whack the shit out of them. Each player did their best to wound it and keep themselves alive. Gesh firing his magic missiles. Welby charging in with his sword. Keth with his cast of Eldritch Blast. You know, the thing warlocks love to do. Then Vi epically dropping from above like an angel, striking her spear into the head of the creature. After defeating the colossal beast and small larva erupted from its dead body, I had each player roll a constitution save to see who would succumb to my evil plans. My note cards all had the name part blank, and this is where I would find my victim. I ended up choosing who had the lowest con save, being Gesh. Alright guys, I'm gonna hand these out. But do not look or show each other what it says. This begins phase 1. As I handed out the note cards to each player, their faces grew confused, worried. All of the cards in this phase had simply said, "Continue to play as you normally would," except for Gesh, which said, "You feel a slight pinch around your ankle, but continue to play as you normally would." They continued their journey to the King's Tower, and after a couple of minutes, phase 2 was put into motion. Gesh was given a play normally card, but also loses a small bit of health. Vi and Keth were both given cards that pointed out something small, but odd about the appearance of Gesh. He looked paler. "Hey Gesh, something seems off about you. You seem paler." "What are you talking about? I feel fine." "Yeah, something's different about you." At this point, Welby was given 2 cards that said, "You sense a slight evil. Continue to play as you normally would." Along with the information of the cards, the players had a choice to either act upon it or not, and so for the most part, Welby chose not to say anything about it. Then came phase 3. The same prompt of noticing another unusual aspect of Gesh, along with a gut feeling, and Gesh losing a small bit of health. "I don't know about you, but Gesh seems to be walking a little funny." "I agree. Something is off. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't feel good about it. Welby, do you? You don't feel anything evil?" "Nope." The party crossed paths with a local who lived in the forest and helped him in returning some eggs to the bird of the forest. They returned to the local's home, and the final phase took place. "I would like to detect evil." Only Gesh and Welby had received the final cards. "You feel drained of all energy and lose 75% of your health. You feel uncontrollable. You feel immense evil coming from the stomach of Gesh." Evil! Gesh begins to feel sick and incredibly weak. He starts to vomit and fall, and his fellow friends watch him suffer through the pain. A parasite from the centipede had been slowly feeding on his health and has gained enough energy to begin its transformation. Everyone is thrown into a panic, trying to figure out how to save their dear friend from this torture. Welby lands a natural 20 on his religion check, and he remembers from his studies of exorcising a demonic parasite that it could be done through a physical extraction. They run through ideas on how to perform this, cutting him open, vomiting. Well, that wouldn't work since he was already vomiting. They figured to extract from the final orifice. Yeah. Skipping the gruesome details, Welby manages to save Gesh's life after successfully extracting the centipede demon, parasite, aberration thing. Yeah. Hey, I wing a lot of homebrew creatures, don't judge me. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and see you next time, travelers. Shoots!